Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Project Pixel. My name is Ryan, and on today's video we're going to be taking a look at Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas. And ladies and gentlemen, this build clocks a grand total of 2 hours, 22 minutes and 18 seconds to make. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is your Halloween special. Now, Project Pixel originally was going to be something I was going to do maybe once every so often, but really I'm finding you guys seem to enjoy when I do these pixel art. So I've had a few requests for things, I've got a few projects in mind, so hopefully going to do some awesome stuff, and maybe there might, just going to drop a little teaser here, be a video on Monday actually for Halloween. I have another special idea in mind. I'm hoping I can get some time to work on it, and that will be particularly awesome. So you'll also notice that this video is being played back a lot quicker than usual, and that is purely for the fact that this video is being played back at 1050%. Usually for my edits, I know recently they've been getting a little bit quicker, but when I used to do my Sims builds and my room builds and such that were speed done, I used to play them back often around 450 to 550% according to Premiere Pro percentage things. This has been played back at 1,500, and that is because the videos were getting very, very long. I was very conscious that really view times, when I was looking at a lot of the demographics and such, and the stats and analytics and all the exciting stuff that comes with making YouTube videos, I was finding that really you guys would tail off about halfway through on these, or at least not everyone by any means. There was certainly a lot of views though that sort of, the average view for this video was around the 5-minute mark. So decided I wanted to try and keep these videos nice, short and sweet, so decided to really ramp up the footage, and I kind of want to keep these videos under the 6-7 minute mark. So hopefully you guys agree, and also it stops me rambling, which is kind of what I tend to do on Project Pixel. I generally talk about random other stuff, so I want to keep it a bit more focused about what I'm building. So Jack Skellington here then. This particular build was in actual, basically trying to think of the words to say here. In short, the original template, we're getting there, is based on actually a knitting template I found, knitting, sewing, and I've made a few alterations to it to make it work, and made a few adjustments in Photoshop, but actually this looks really awesome, and I was really impressed with the original template, and this turned out even better than I thought, especially with the sheer volume of greys, whites and blacks used. Now the colour palette for this, as you would expect for a Skellington, is mostly greys, whites and blacks. As you can see from that sidebar, there are actually quite a few colours that look very, very similar, just a few subtle texture changes. Sorry, I cannot talk today. Jack is then placed on this amazing green backing, very similar to the one I used on Tigger actually, come to think of it. I believe the templates I'm following, or have been using and adapting shall I say, were from the same original artists. Now with the greys and such, although there are a lot of overlaps, and to be honest I think I probably could have built this with about half of the colours I've actually used, it actually looks far better the fact that I've used more, and it did add to the build time quite a lot, especially at one point. You can't actually see it in the original, in the edited footage. I actually redo the head entirely. That sucked. So I've been trying to do this colour by colour, rather than doing sort of area by area, only because of the sheer volume of greys and whites. It was starting to get quite confusing when I did the trial runs of this. So that all worked out okay. It turns out I got one of the dimensions of the head ever so slightly but monumentally wrong, and in doing so his head was more oval than circular, and when I say oval, not in the good way, so had to redo the entirety of the head. So fortunately you won't see that or notice that in the edit, but it was there, and that was quite a lot of extra work I didn't quite anticipate for. Now, as you can see here, I'm working on the mouth. There was a few different poses, but this closed mouth one did in the end look better. The other one didn't really kind of work for me. I wasn't a massive fan. So 64 by 64 lot, heavily cropped, and this particular build, along with all my other Project Pixel builds, will be available for download on the Sims 4 gallery. I have been teasing for a little while there will be Project Pixels coming in other games as well. I finally have my Terraria system sorted. It took far too long to get that working. I know many of you are probably thinking, well, what's there to do? In short, my Terraria has been corrupt for a long time, a really, really long time. I used to play Terraria quite a lot. I've got a few hundred hours in that game, as my girlfriend will tell you. We built an entire city and it kind of broke my game, and in doing so I've never wanted to lose that sort of game save, and kind of I've ported it from system to system, but the whole game was pretty messed up. But I've managed to recover that. I haven't lost anything, which is awesome. I may even do a demo of that city at some point, just so you guys get to see how awesome it is. There are many hours work and it looks epic. But ladies and gentlemen, I am going to leave you with this particular glamour shot of Jack Skellington. So if you have liked this video, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below. It means so much to me if you do. And also, if you want to leave a comment, please do so in the comment section. Don't forget to check out the descriptions for tons of cool links. But I'm out. Enjoy your Halloween, and I'll see you in the next video.